On a seemingly endless road trip returning from my vacation, fatigue gnawed at me as the sun dipped below the horizon. Determined to conquer the remaining 16-hour drive without succumbing to the comfort of a hotel, I powered through. The road stretched out like a yawning abyss and my eyelids grew heavy. As darkness cloaked the landscape, I realized the impending danger of my weariness. I snacked on the provisions I had brought, attempting to stave off the encroaching exhaustion. Alas, my body betrayed me, and the allure of sleep became irresistible. I needed a break, a brief respite for my tired eyes. Yet, the desolate road offered no solace. No towns, no accommodations in sight. Fumbling with the map, I spotted a lone gas station about an hour away. It didn't look promising, but desperate times called for desperate measures. I veered off the highway, arriving at a gas station that seemed to defy its isolation. Standing at an empty crossroads, the gas station stood as a solitary sentinel, its main building cloaked in darkness. The pumps, however, remained illuminated, a strange contrast that sent shivers down my spine. No signs of life, no reassuring hum of activity. Unease settled over me like a heavy fog. Cautiously, I parked on the side, surveying the eerie surroundings. The gas station, devoid of life, exuded an unsettling stillness. After what felt like an eternity, I deemed it safe enough to rest, albeit briefly. I reclined my car seat, shut off the engine, and closed my eyes. Sleep enveloped me like a suffocating embrace. I surrendered to its grasp, oblivious to the passing time. Abruptly, at 2 a.m., I awoke in a daze. A disconcerting clang echoed from outside, drawing my attention to the gas station's main building. My gaze fixated on a lone figure behind one of the pumps, engrossed in mysterious activities. Curiosity mingled with trepidation as I strained to discern the man's actions. A disconcerting realization struck. He was alone, and there was no sign of his vehicle. The isolation weighed heavily on my mind as I scanned the desolate surroundings. Suddenly the man pivoted, vanishing from my sight behind the gas station building. A foreboding chill crept over me. As I drifted back into an uneasy slumber, an unexpected jolt startled me awake. A thunderous banging reverberated through my car, and my eyes widened in terror. Peering through my window was a man, a sinister silhouette in the darkness, attempting to breach the sanctuary of my vehicle. Panic seized me, rendering me motionless and silent. Unaware of my presence, the intruder persisted until, abruptly, he retreated, grasping an ominous object. Swiftly, I started my car, the engine roaring to life. Reversing away, I glimpsed the man, now wielding a malevolent metal pipe, his gaze fixed upon me. Adrenaline surged as I sped into the inky night, heart pounding, acutely aware that I had narrowly escaped an unknown horror. The mystery of the man's intentions lingered, an unsolved enigma shrouded in darkness. The gas station, a fleeting waypoint in the vast expanse, held secrets that may forever elude comprehension. My journey continued, haunted by the echoes of that fateful night, a testament to the chilling unpredictability that lurks in the shadows of the unknown. It was an ordinary weeknight, and I found myself alone in the confines of my home, toiling away on a looming deadline. The clock ticked relentlessly, and as I focused on my work, a weariness settled in. The rain outside provided a subtle background noise, accompanied by the occasional thud and creak typical of an old house. I brushed it off, attributing the sounds to the elements. Around 1 a.m., however, the thumps returned with an unsettling intensity, this time emanating from the lower levels of my house. Intrigued and slightly concerned, I descended the stairs, hoping to uncover the source of the disturbance. But to my bewilderment, everything seemed normal. The house, shrouded in darkness, revealed no secrets. Returning to my room, I resumed my work, only to be interrupted once again by a resounding thud, this time echoing from the hallway just outside my door. My curiosity now edged with trepidation. I cautiously opened the door to be met with a sight that sent shivers down my spine. A man, his eyes fixated on me with an unsettling intensity, stood before me. Panic seized me, and I retreated, locking the door behind me. Desperation flooded my senses as the man relentlessly pounded on my door. Fumbling for something, anything, I could use to defend myself, my trembling hands found a pair of scissors on my desk. The air thickened with fear as the man's ominous presence loomed outside my door. Unable to shake off the terror, I dared not call 911, fearing that any delay could prove disastrous. The pounding suddenly ceased, replaced by an eerie silence. Heavy breathing lingered outside my door, followed by the slow, deliberate sound of footsteps retreating down the stairs and toward the back of the house. A door closed, leaving me in a chilling silence. Gathering the remnants of my courage, I dialed 911, and within minutes, the police arrived. However, the intruder had vanished into the night, leaving behind an unsettling mystery. Although physically unharmed, the lingering uncertainty of the intruder's intentions haunted my every thought. The ordinary night had transformed into a nightmare, casting a shadow over the safety of my own home. Switching gears to my work routine, I navigated a life dictated by 4-day work weeks with overnight shifts lasting 10 to 12 hours. My quest for a consistent sleep schedule led me to sleep during the day and stay awake at night, even on my days off. This routine became my norm. One such day, as I awoke around 9 p.m., fueled by a strange sense of normalcy, I proceeded with my daily rituals. A hearty breakfast, a few chores, and a run to maintain a semblance of an active lifestyle. Living near a forest preserve, my usual route took me along a well-known trail, a large loop that I traversed as many times as my energy allowed. On one fateful run, the unsettling descended. As I completed my second loop, a figure materialized ahead on the path. At first, I dismissed it as a fellow walker, but as I drew closer, it became apparent that he stood motionless, fixated on my every move. My unease grew with each passing step, and when I circled back, he had vanished without a trace. Attempting to shake off the disquiet, I decided to conclude my run prematurely. Returning home, the clock neared 1 a.m., an hour when the world should be asleep. Yet, a noise outside shattered the silence. Peering through the peephole, my blood turned to ice. There on my porch stood the same man from the forest, his presence defying all logical explanations. With a trembling hand, I called 911, reporting a potential stalker outside my haven. Time seemed to stretch as I awaited the arrival of the police. The man remained, an enigma on my porch, offering no explanation for his eerie presence when questioned by the authorities. As the police could not find any evidence of a crime, they were unable to detain him, leaving me with unanswered questions and a lingering sense of vulnerability. The man's intentions remained a mystery, and his unsettling actions continued to haunt my thoughts, a specter that refused to dissipate. The ordinary rhythm of my life had been disrupted, leaving behind an unshakable sense of horror and dread.